Hello, people of faith. This is Pastor Jay coming to you on Saturday afternoon, March the 21st, from my office here at Faith Cumberland Presbyterian Church. I want to encourage all of you who can to join us for worship tomorrow at 11 a.m. as we begin streaming our services from here at Faith. This morning, several of our musicians and I gathered here to rehearse for our first attempt at streaming. There may be some glitches along the way, but we think that we will be able to provide a service that will be meaningful to you and that you can join from your home. So be watching your email. We're going to send out an email blast in the morning with a link to the YouTube live page where the service will be live broadcast. It's the same YouTube channel from which these messages are going out. So if you listen to this message and then subscribe to the Faith Cumberland Presbyterian Church page on YouTube Live, you will automatically get notice when we go live tomorrow morning. Otherwise, there will be a link sent out by email and through our Facebook group that you can click on, and that link will take you to the live stream. Stephen Shelton will be directing that live stream, and he has said that if you need help in the morning connecting, you can call his cell phone number between 10:30 a.m. and 10:55 a.m. and he will, as he is able, help you get connected to our live stream. The service will also be available after the live stream time. If you're unable to watch it at 11 a.m., it will be available later in the day to watch as well. And we hope as many of you as possible will join us for our first streamed service. We're planning to have a blended service. We'll use some of the praise music and our praise band from our contemporary service. We'll also have one hymn, and Cecilia will be here to play some music for those of you who are used to our traditional service. So we're trying to bring together the best of both of our services in our services as we go forward during this time when we're unable to meet together as a church family. I wanted to give you some news about our people. Marion Zoller had successful surgery yesterday at St. Francis Bartlett. I talked to her this morning. She is recovering and will probably be there at the hospital for 5 to 7 days because of the surgery on her intestine. It takes a while to get everything working properly. So please keep her in your prayers. She does have her cell phone with her and sounded strong on the telephone today. So over the next few days, I'm sure she would very much appreciate telephone calls. They have closed all visitors. Greg was able to see her very briefly after she got out of recovery from the surgery, but they've told him that he will not be able to come back until it's time for her to go home. So keep her in your prayers. Cornelia Swain went home yesterday from Encompass Rehab Hospital, and we look forward to her continuing her recovery from her compression fracture on her spine. I talked to David Nyland just a little while ago. He is still at St. Francis Bartlett after his fall and is recovering from that. He feels very good about the treatment they're giving him for a couple of wounds that he has on his feet. He will probably be moving first of the week to another rehab hospital, and so keep him in your prayers, him and Elaine both. Glenn Yarborough's surgery was postponed, as was Randy Davis's heart surgery. Randy is Sharon Hayes' brother-in-law. He was supposed to have heart surgery in Jackson, Tennessee, and they postponed his surgery as well. So please keep him in your prayers, as well as Glenn, who will have to wait longer for his back surgery. Hazel Gardner has been hospitalized at Methodist Germantown Hospital. Again, no visitors are allowed. She, as you know, has been dealing with complications from a fall she had, and they discovered yesterday that she has some fluid on her lungs, and so she's hospitalized at Methodist Germantown. Please keep her in your prayers. Also, Bobby Thurman, one of our members, Olivia's father, finished a round of chemotherapy this week for aplastic anemia. He has been at Baptist Hospital and very much would appreciate our prayers from his faith church family. So keep Bobby Thurman in your prayers. Um, Karen Patton has asked us to pray for her uncle, Jerry Scara, who lives in Washington State and has been diagnosed recently with esophageal cancer. Connie Gilbert has asked us to continue praying for her son, Jimmy Gilbert. I also ask your prayers for Eleanor Brown, who has filled in for us at Faith several times during the interim between pastors. Eleanor had knee replacement surgery this past week and is recovering at home now. Also, Lizzie Sharp, for whom we held a shower last weekend, and her fiance Ryan have had to postpone their wedding, which was to be next week. And so they're not sure when they'll be able to hold that wedding. So keep them in your prayers as well. Also, please remember Clarice Height, who had a fall recently and has been recovering at home. Her son from the Atlanta area has been with her and is helping her, but she's had real difficulty. She's been having some home health care workers come in to help her some with rehab, and her son has been with her for the last couple of weeks, but she continues to need our ongoing prayers. So please continue to remember Clarice Height as well. I'd like to share with you, in the light of all that we're going through with the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic, a passage of scripture today from one of my favorite Psalms. I read this passage of scripture to the session Wednesday night when we met to talk about our path forward in ministry here at Faith. It's Psalm 91, and I want to read it and have just a few comments about it for you. You who live in the shelter of the Most High, who abide in the shadow of the Almighty, will say to the Lord, my refuge, my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and buckler. You will not fear the terror of the night, or the arrow that flies by day, or the pestilence that stalks in darkness, or the destruction that wastes at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only look with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. Because you've made the Lord your refuge, the Most High your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you, no scourge come near your tent. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. On their hands they will bear you up so that you will not dash your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the adder, the young lion and the serpent you will trample underfoot. Those who love me I will deliver. I will protect those who know my name. When they call to me, I will answer them. I will be with them in trouble. I will rescue them and honor them. With long life I will satisfy them and show them my salvation. This psalm became important to me when I was in high school and was experiencing the illness and death of my mother. Now, one could read this psalm rather simplistically and think that God will keep anything bad from happening to any of his faithful ones. We know better than that. We know from Jesus' own example that our faithfulness does not shield us from bad things that happen to all human beings. But what this psalm means to me is that God promises always to be with us. And I love the image of a bird sheltering her chicks under her wings. It's an image that Jesus used as he was about to enter Jerusalem just prior to his arrest and crucifixion. It's an image that I remember from a song we sang when I was growing up in the church called Under His Wings. And I want to sing just the chorus of that for you today. Under his wings, who from his love can sever? Under his wings my soul shall abide, safely abide forever. I hope that you will abide under God's wings today, and that you will join us tomorrow for service at 11 a.m. If there's anything that we can do to be of assistance to you during this time, don't hesitate to call us at Faith Cumberland Presbyterian Church. God bless you.